Afan? Okay, as usual, we look at the syllabus first. So today, supposedly, still under statement of cash flows. We're going to look at two questions, because statement of cash flow not just related to the preparation. It is also you also need to understand on how I'm going to interpret the statement of cash flows. But normally, the interpretation of financial statement will be combined together with ratio analysis, right? But it's okay. We will look at the few questions related to statement of cash flows today. And as we know that we are on track now, because next week is going to be your mock exam. Your mock exam up to statement of cash flows. Tolong bagi tahu group satu, I will mention to Sir Anas as well. Yeah. So within that console will be covered in mock exam 2. Okay. Kat belakang. Oh, kat belakang. So like we discussed last time, so you have few questions for you to complete. Kita di hostel yang sama ke ni? Ni tengok kau yang lepas subuh tengok ni dia tidur lagi lah. Semasa dia tidur lagi soalan dia bangun, tidur lagi. So kalau bangun sekali lambat kan saya nak kecoh. Selalu awal je. Okay. So your first homework, this is important because we found that when we mark your paper, especially on interpretation of financial statement, when you need to comment, yeah, it will be, the points will be insufficient point to get 1 mark, ataupun you punya write up tu tak penuh for 1 mark, or even if it's cover 10 marks, you only answer, you only give 5 relevant points. This is very important because you need to take advantage on the writing or giving the ideas question, like discussion question, because this is the only room for your examiner to give you marks, yeah, relevant marks, which is not strict to the answer schemes, unless it is specifically mentioned a certain limitation that you need to follow based on the question requirement. But normally, the relevant point will there will be a wide range of relevant point the examiner can give you the marks. Memang sayang because there will be, maksudnya dia lebih kepada discretion of the examiner to give you to award you the marks, yeah, based on the your write up. But you don't write like this, like I mentioned during the class last week. This is not the type of writing or presentation that you need to follow. That's why I asked you to, when we discussed this last time, so when we look at the key points, yeah, overall cash flow, and then you get the key point, overall increase, yeah, then you comment based on your own writing. Yeah, because everybody have a different in term of delivery, but the key, you tak boleh elak daripada key points yang sama. Ya, itu je examiner nak tengok. But normally they will only look at the key points. Bayangkan hundreds of script per day that you need to finish up, man. 100 ke 200 script lah. Ya, they did mention last time. Ada sampai 300 scripts. Maksudnya banyak tu sebenarnya. Okay, per question lah, maksudnya they go through the question. They will look at relevant point, they will look at the quality of answer, dia dah tahu dah berapa markah you boleh dapat. Okay, meaning that they don't have the time to read between the line. Betul-betul baca, ya. Macam I pun up to this point pun bila tengok writings, simple je. If I can glance through very fast, kan, and then that will be good answer. Maksudnya the key points kita nampak, all the structure and everything, memang ni lah, yeah. You have that kind of experience later on in the future bila you banyak buat report. Okay. So again, this is your first homework. I want you to simplify this write-down. And next will be interpretation of cash flow. This is varies because yes, you have your working solution, suggested solution related to this one, but I'm going to look at your write-up as well. So activity 3. So tadi dekat restroom pun dengar, kau siap homework? Bukan you all lah. Siap for you. Saya impress lah kawan dia siap homework. Tapi if I'm not mistaken, MA, FA je tu sebab tu bukan you all lah. Sibuk je nak dengar tapi kau buat semua thing. Waktu tu kan manusia paling jujur, you all berborak dalam toilet. So, and then you have questions on 2 questions on preparation, Flamingo and Dixon. So I'm going to look at, first I'm going to look at the simplification, and then straight away I'm going to jump to Flamingo or Dixon in terms of preparation. Somehow preparation tak boleh tengok satu soalan je, kita tengok lebih sikit. At least 2 lah. Yeah? And then you are going to continue with your own revision after that. Right. So the moment of truth, classroom. Dah buat folder ni kan? Buat folder ni last time kan? Oh, okay, 11. 9 ni nanti bagi tahu kenapa tak hantar lagi ya. Saya random tengok Aisyah Sazwani apa? Yo Aisyah. Kau ada tag saya last time tak balas Sorry tapi betul. Bila I tengok balik, tengok 1 Disember kan, sedihnya macam I kena minta maaf. Sebulan lepas tu I tak maaf. Okey lah yang simpan hati. So I tak pick you punya jawapan. Tak tipu je, ambil juga. Yang ni formality of answer, dia tak ketemukan tu. This is Flamingo. Saya ada silent lah. Saya nak tengok yang simplification tu, you buat tak? Tambahlah ya. The name of the company yang tadi tu. Okay, ada seorang wakil. So there will be no allocation of marks. That's fine. Kita tengok macam mana ni. I buat kat sini je lah. Cik je. The statement of cash flow shows an increase of 1.4 million. However, Tangerang as net cash flow from its operating and therefore is going concern. Status must be in doubt. However, Tabah has a net cash flow. Dia tak jelas dekat sini. Dia tak dapat net cash flow tu apa? Is it negative net cash outflow ataupun reduction in cash outflow? Dia tak jelas kat sini. From its operating entity and therefore it's going concern. Status must be in doubt. Yeah, because of. Ni dia sikit je sometimes. Ni dah cantik. Because kan, ataupun net cash flow dia tak terangkan. Yeah, because of it doesn't matter kalau apa yang ada dekat result dekat situ lah. Okay, I tak nak flip. Ni contohnya because of negative cash flows. Because of negative figures, it doesn't matter. Itu untuk FR baru dapat satu. Figure supported by the figure, supported by the information, jangan mention sahaja. Alright, sikit dia tambah untuk satu markah tu sebenarnya. Nampak tak? Bila your own write up, dia jadi lain. Dia kena tengok on how to make it complete, how to make it relevant 1 point. Tabah company used 2.78 million cash from operation despite reporting 270,000 operating profit. Okay. As there is 4.6 million surplus from the sale of factory, Tabah can report a profit. Besides the factory sales were not properly accounted, still meet the criteria sales back transaction. There must be a change and recognize right of your asset and lease liability. Maksudnya structure ni dah terlalu panjang. Fokus satu-satu. Okay. Sebenarnya betul dah. I faham apa yang you masukkan. But in terms of the structure of writing, sami I suruh ni rephrase. Because 2.6 million cash from operation and then reporting profit dia rendah lah, 270,000. And this is 4.6 million surplus from the sale of factory due to this one. This is the contributing factor yang kita discuss last time kan. So maksudnya you kena bagi tahu the contributing factor of the huge ataupun huge amount of cash from operation lah is from the disposal of property. Itu je tambah sebenarnya. Kan? Yang dua ni, ini satu group ni. Ya? Satu ni. Maksudnya ni dah betul, ni tak ada masalah. 4.6 million. Ini tambah ni je, the contributing factor je. You tak perlu komen lebih pun tak apa. Bila bagi tahu contributing factor, nampak tak? Because, contributing factor, however, for instance, so all those words yang you kena pakai. Tapi jangan terlalu stuck dengan ayat tu lah. So pakai however apa ni, jangan based on the linking word tu. Based on the points, tapi you know that you need to have further explanation. Tapi sikit je untuk FR. Tak banyak pun. Cukup yang ada still within the text ataupun within the figures dalam case tu. You don't have to go beyond. Yeah. So dekat situ maksudnya this 4.6 million is contributing factor to the positive cash in operating cash flow despite of dia punya operating profit very low. Kan? Itu point dia. Bila susun dia jadi tak faham. Itu yang bahaya. Ini sample answer yang saya cakap kalau I pakai sample answer bukannya untuk you improve lah. Ya, bukan kita tengok information ni semua. And then baru you, besides dah cantik, baru cerita pasal sale is back wrong accounting entry. And then apa implication dia? Tapi wrong accounting entry ni, sale is back, they must be changed and recognized right of your asset and lease liability. Ini memang dapat satu. Sebab ini, what we call that, there will be interpretation lah. Wrong accounting entry made by the company, so they need to make an adjustment. Tapi untuk markah yang seterusnya, you tak bagi tahu implication of the wrong accounting entry. Ya, maksudnya there will be increase in liability of the company, for example. Yeah, so the proportion of right of use asset, maksudnya proportion of asset lain. They will be charged on more depreciation, for example, from right of use asset. Tu benda-benda macam tu. Tapi ni okey dah bagi I. Tak ada implication pun, but you still can get marks from that point. Okay dah. And then moreover, Taba company did not pay ordinary dividend for the year. This was accounted correctly, but payment may be expected in the future. Okay. Ini kena tambah lagi. Sebab ordinary dividend dia dah dalam dividend paid dah dalam financing activities. Nothing wrong with this. Ya, cuma dia tak fokus lah. Maksudnya jump operation and then pergi financing. Okay. But at least you try. Bagi I, daripada yang tak sempat hantar tu. Okay. Better. And then untuk betulkan ni, you boleh comment. Taba did not pay ordinary dividend for the year. This was accounted correctly. This is not how you account the. If it's not a wrong accounting entry, so you don't have to comment. Yeah, because the focus is still on interpretation. Yeah. So no ordinary dividend paid for the year. This may be due to loss making, lah kan? Yeah. Didn't manage to make a profit for that particular year, no profit. Point dah cantik dah. Maksudnya loss invest, yang ni lah jauh sikit lah. Loss investor confidence. If continue. Ya, senang je. Investor will pull back the share, dia akan jual balik share lah. Loss investor confidence. Sebab itu direct juga. Tak ada profit, tak ada dividend, then shareholder lah. Yeah, it will get reflected. Dan dia tak confident lah to the company. Boleh jadi satu markah. Ya. Yang ini. And then next. Other than that, due to high income tax paid in the previous period, Taba company will need to fund payment from other source. Besides, Taba company will have large cash outflow for the forthcoming period. Is because Taba company will not able to sell. Other than that, increase in trade payables. I rasa the large cash flow tu is due to the new customer tu kan? Kenapa terlambat? Oh, okay. Pakcik bas lagi. Tahu duduk dulu tengah mengang-mengang semua. Okay. High income tax paid in the previous period, I tak perasan tapi kita tengok point yang lain. Taba will need to fund payment from other sources. If it's loss making company, ini tengok jugalah dia punya ni. Sebab kenapa you buat statement tu kan? Income tax paid 1350. Tapi ni outflow from operating activities and huge outflow from operating activity. This is due from the profit lah, betul. Betul, income tax paid tinggi, the contributing factor. So maksudnya you lompat the points tu yang jadi tak faham. Yeah, because there will be a mandatory, you need to look at you need to touch on the mandatory payment, yeah. Boleh, sebab cuma dia terlompat due to the high payment tu. high amount of tax to be paid to, then they need to be financed to fund payment from other sources. Boleh. Besides, Tabah company will have cash outflow in the forthcoming period. Tabah will not be able to sell the factory next fiscal year. If I'm not mistaken, the large cash flow need not due to the sale of factory. Yeah, it is due to the new project, new client. And then last point, other than that, the increase in trade payables due to Tabah delay payment supply will increase trade receivable because of offer extended. Ini straightforward, dapat satu markah, tak ada masalah. Cuma interpretation dia kurang sikit lah. Ingat interpretation of financial statement, you kena interpret other than di dalam tu, tapi you need to link information. You need to comment, to give implication. Dia simple dia ada further explanation. Dia bukan state je. Increase decrease sudah pasti dah, itu half mark. Kalau ada increase decrease, figure dah pasti, itu half mark. But half mark is not sufficient. Dia tak ada setengah. Dia terus satu. Ya, dia sama ada 0 atau 1 mark. Cuma kalau you state tu, weightage dia, figure saja, increase decrease saja, itu half mark. Okay? Ini memang banyak nak kena rewrite in terms of the information given, but it's okay. At least you get some things in terms of how to deliver your answer. But then jangan banyak one paragraph, one relevant points. So contoh kalau ni dah cantik dah, you cerita pasal overall performance. Macam yang cakap tadi, yang ini bila I use design, maksudnya better ataupun design. Better you move to the next paragraph. Walaupun ada besides, this is not an academic writings yang macam literature lah, English punya language. This is for you to deliver your points to the examiner. So meaning that lagi okay you break down your points tu, lagi nampak lah. Cuma jangan half mark dan jangan buat dash lah. Dulu kita tak apa buat dash, tapi sekarang examiner mention. Sebab takut buat dash tu key point terlalu singkat, you punya explanation tak sampai one relevant point. Okay? Any question? Yang tak sempat join, dah tengok video recording, sempat tengok Sebab kita continue from the ni kan, video recording tu. So you tertinggal pula. Okay, as I said, I'm not going to check this too. Yeah. I want to look at your writing say nanti, interpretation masa mock exam. And from this point on, you rasa macam susah sangat nak write, okay? Then you need to practice. Dia start dengan apa? You start dengan planning dulu. You start dengan the keyword yang macam I buat dulu. Yeah. The overall performance apa? And you need to start with that. Kalau you terus tulis, dia cakap you will start in the middle. Okay. Different ability. This is for overall, students' ability. Ada yang terus tulis panjang, and then you're gonna you're going to start in the middle. Okay. Then ini penting juga kita tengok the preparation. Tengok dia punya requirement dulu kan. Kita tengok format yang lain. Prepare. Ini from final exam ke? Kita ambil daripada final. Dia tak bagi tahu. This one, prepare revised extract from Flamingo's statement of cash flow and explain whether the information statement cash flow might be considered more useful than information provided statement profit or loss, statement financial position. 6 markah banyak. Then you come up with your 6 relevant points. InsyaAllah you will get all 6. 5 pun cukup lah. Yang selalunya ni student buat tau, penuh. Maksudnya proses tu, banyaklah buat statement, revise. Tapi kat sini, sama ada 0 ataupun 2 points atau 3 the most. Memang jarang yang dapat once in a while je lah. Throughout semesters yang dah lama dah ni, yang waktu mock lah ya, dapat more than half. Okay. Kat exam pun sometimes student bagi tahu yang tu juga. Buat preparation saja sebab more comfortable on preparation. Then we look at the statement. You are the assistant accountant in Flamingo responsible for preparing cash flows. Draft statement extracted from the accounting system. There is a discrepancy and then between cash and cash equivalent 30th June. And because of this, this is the information given. Right? As you can see, they start with net cash from operating activity. So you need to rule back this net cash from operating activity normally. All right. And then cash flow for investing activity, purchase PPE, financing activity. But they don't give you the extract financial position. Ada ni yang nak tengok because the cash and cash equivalent kalau tengok dekat sini, konsisten ya. 112. Jauh sangat. Salah prepare ni. Memang totally wrong. Sebab 112 increase to 346, dia dalam maybe 200,000 plus. Yang ini increase sampai 847,000. Kena buat balik lah ya. Tengok apa dia punya adjustment. Share issue and market price made on 1st January year 2, financial year end 30th June year 2, tak kisah, within the accounting period. The statement of cash flow has been prepared assuming this was the only movement in the share capital in the year. However, 146 bonus issue of ordinary share was made out of retained earning prior to the cash share issue. Ya, so lama tak panggil nama kan? Benda yang student paling tak suka sekali. Lecturer panggil nama dengan waktu exam, lecturer duduk kat sebelah meja. Excel. Berapa much? Aisyah lah, tadi tak jadi kan dia punya jawapan. So what will be your so kita terus pergi kepada solution. Apa yang you buat ni to resolve this issue? Bonus issue, meaning that bonus issue is going to be part of the double entry lah kan? Part of the double entry, and then the double entry dia punya, terus bagi double entry lah, you debit. Dia tak ni lagi. Sebab okay, itu kena tengok. Hopefully kalau dia tak taken into consideration, return earnings pun dia tak tahu nak lagi. Salam. Kenapa? Oh sampai? Oh, dia tinggal hostel kan? Tak adil juga tadi, lain semua marah dia orang ni. Tapi in the middle discussion, dia pun darang ni, lambat. Double entry, debit return earning, credit, share capital terus silakan. Dia bukannya dia tak perlu kredit bonus issue. Tetapi betul lah items dia bonus, dia punya T account dia bonus issue. Ya, dalam T account tu kan, dalam T account dia bonus issue, tapi dalam T account tu dia daripada retain earning, you debit retain earnings lah. Ya. Tapi you kena close juga pergi transfer to share capital. Ya, seluruh punya movement tu. I tahu dia kalau yang dari dulu. Tadi ni kita shortcut je. So debit retain earning, credit share capital. Sebab share capital ni non cash. So dia macam you buat balik je lah bro, dan carry down. It is given here ordinary share capital kan, dengan dua-dua ni given, and then you macam buat balik je lah the working. Dia bukannya, kalau tengok daripada sini financing activity, you kena ubah. Dia bukannya, contohnya dia sepatutnya cash inflow dia cuma 800,000. Dia bukannya daripada sini you roll back. Bukan. You kena ubah ni to the actual amount. Betul kan? Betul you buat macam tu. You change it to the actual amount kan? So dia bukannya kalau macam retain earning, adjustment to retain earnings, ya. Bukan adjustment to the net from financing ni. Boleh juga, but you don't have to do that. Sebab item dia clear. Thank you for the first one. Nanti kita akan tengok solution. Berapa you dapat bonus issue ni? 2.4 bahagi 6 lah ya. 2.4 million divided by 6. Berapa? 400,000 kan? 400 divided by 6 lah ya. 400,000. Okay, itu je. So maksudnya dia direct je macam ni. Sebab tu 2.4 ni, dua-dua ni. 2.6 minus 3.6, sebab tu dia buat 1 million. Dia tak consider yang tengah-tengah tu ada. Maksudnya 600,000 lah sepatutnya cash flow dia kan. Ya, 600,000. Next, PPE had been calculated by taking the movement between opening and closing balance. Depreciation relating to the equipment was expense in the profit or loss. And revaluation surplus relate to land. Depreciation is not being adjusted. So kena masukkan. Yang ini adjustment. Sebab dia tak bagi PBT berapa. So kena adjust from net cash from operating activities. You kena faham lah kat sini. Kalau misalnya depreciation, ya, depreciation when it is adjusted, PBT dia akan tambah kan? Maksudnya samalah, dia akan tambah dekat operating cash flow tu. Betul? Okay. And then then up to this point, I kena highlight ni nanti. Later kita tengok yang ini, depreciation for the year, or revaluation of land. Kita tengok the different ya. Revaluation surplus, kita tengok je kat sini. This one, 200,000 revaluation of land. So what we're going to do with this 200,000? Umar, double R. Umar double R ya? Yes, Umar, what are you going to do with 200,000 tu? Yang revaluation surplus land tu? 200,000 this one. Where are you going to insert this figure in your working section? Yes. Then where are you going to put it in your working section?
Minus the
Tambah dekat PPE, brought down carry down balance. Okay. Thank you. So itu kita tengok nanti. So this one dah settle. Duration of land dah settle. Depreciation not adjusted, dia dah bagi tahu. Flamingo dispose PPE which carrying amount 280,000. Itu tu for proceed of 825. Profit on disposal pun not adjusted in calculating the net cash from operating activities. So apa lagi yang you kena buat adjustment, dia tak bagi tahu, dia tak bagi has not profit on disposal pun sama. So ada lagi operating. Sebab dalam statement dia ada satu je. So dalam information yang last ni, apa information yang you kena record? Yati, Noah Yati. Ada berapa item? Satu masuk mana? 782 masuk mana? Tolak PPE, 825. Abang balik dekat gain on sale. Tu different dia. Different dia tak tanya lagi. 825 sahaja. So bila you dah 825 ni cash inflow for the company. Tambah dekat investing lah kan, proceed tu. Betul ya Ti? Okay. Yang ini confirm lah dekat double entry, brought down, carry down, tolak sebab dah tak ada, this is carrying amount. For proceeds of 800, this is cash inflow. Kalau ni cash inflow, dia kena record elsewhere in the statement of cash flows. And then, yang ini memang kena cancel lah ni. Tak perlu buat adjustment lah. Ya, 825 tu sahaja dulu. And then baru yang you cakap tadi, last difference between 825 dengan 782, gain on disposal. So you can gain on disposal, you can tambah dekat net cash from operating activity, betul? You kena tambah atau tolak. Gain on disposal. Bila dekat PBT, adjustment, gain on disposal, you patah balik tolak kan? I trick you tadi. Yang kebanyakannya salah, tapi kadang-kadang I trick. Bila cakap benda yang ni tak betul tu. Ya, PBT adjustment, depreciation you tambah balik. And then gain on disposal you tolak. So dekat sini, net cash from operating activity, which is not accounted, you kena tolak lah juga. Sebab dia simple mathematical equation, tambah tolak je. Okay? I tak flip dekat jawapan ni, I nak yang kita tengok case dulu. Flamingo entered into lease agreement, the right of use asset initially measured correctly, 540,000. Incurred expenses, 20,000. Okay, the right of use asset depreciated 5,000. It's not been adjusted for in the calculating net cash from operating activities. Number 3, volunteer. Adam Lukman. Ini tak markah pula, sorry Nampak dah. Pas dia rupanya. Saya ingat dia tak pas tadi. Contoh. Tak maaf Adam Lukman siapa? Kalau measured correctly 540,000, apa you buat? Nilai itu untuk double entry jugalah kan. Apa dia brought down carry down. Tapi dia tak bagi tahu kan. Dia ada space dia perlu di specific heading taklah. Maksudnya brought down 0, carry down 535, tapi masih lagi masuk in between. Betul? 540,000 dia akan masuk in between. And Flamingo incurred expenses 20,000. Itu tolak. Tolak dekat mana? I'm not sure. Itu memang sebab dia kalau direct expenses normally dia dah di part of ROU asset. Dia tak bagi tahu ni yang mana. Then dia cakap dia dah correctly measured at 540,000. Bila dah correctly measured at 540,000, maksudnya 20,000 tu dah ada dalam 540,000. Cuma direct expenses, incurred expenses ni directly relating to the arrangement of the lease, dia disturbing sikit kat situ. Ini kita tengoklah jawapan nanti macam mana. Ya, sebab expenses tu bila dah directly related, maksudnya it's going to be part of right of use asset. Macam ada transaction cost semua. And they don't mention specifically direct expenses, administrative punya task ke, we don't know. Ya. So kalau ditolak nanti tolak, tapi for me this is not a big issue. Cuma kena tengok je lah type of information macam ni and then how they deal with it. And then last 5,000 nak buat apa Adam? Tambah balik dekat operating profit. Yang mana? Tak buat apa-apa lagi. Kalau dia tolak dekat 540 tu, dia maksudnya dia credit cash. Ini credit cash, sepatutnya dia dah debit, dia tak bagi tahu transaction. Maksudnya kalau ditolak balik, amount ni salah masuk dalam 540,000. Dia tolak dalam solution. Itu saya cakap, maksudnya one or two things ni kita akan reveal. Kalau dia tolak, maksudnya they are not part of the ROU asset, tapi they don't explain further kenapa. Selalunya direct cost dia akan jadi part of ROU asset. Itu je. Ya. Tapi dia dah bagi tahu kat sini right of use asset as measured correctly at 540,000. Ya. So benda-benda macam ni nanti trust me. Sekarang mungkin tak, a few sittings ataupun edition later dia akan ubah statement ni. Sebab I tak tahu daripada kita orang dulu pernah juga ataupun lecturer lain from other college, kita akan bagi feedback. Sebab kita ada relationship dengan BPP kan. A few questions back then kita dah ni ada borrowing cost, ada macam-macam lah. Small matter tapi kita argue balik lah. Okay. By right, no further adjustment. Cuma kalau nak cari ke cash outflow, maybe. Ya, cash outflow. Dia tolak. Itu adalah directly cash outflow. Yes, that's the one. Kita dah dapat jawapan dia, Umar. Thank you. Itu adalah kenapa dia tolak 520,000 tu dia hutang. Kan? Yang expenses ni, dia sebenarnya dia debit dia debit ROU asset, tapi dia tolak 20,000 dekat operating operating kan. Itu adalah cash outflow sebenarnya. Dia macam ni kan, double entry dia debit. Kita dapat dia punya argument dah. So cakap some of the things memang kena further argument and further thinking. Debit ROU asset betul dia kata 540,000. Out of this 540,000, credit lease liability 520. So maksudnya this one tak ada cash apa-apa, so hutang. And then yang ini credit cash another 20,000. So masuk dalam operating activity, tolak balik. Faham? Boleh? Ya. Cuma rare items macam ni, selalu cakap dengan student, yes, yang ini kita dapatkan understanding, tapi jangan jadikan dia contributing factor untuk you macam the whole questions tu dia jadi burden untuk you all. Kerana kita akan macam tu. Ya. That's normal untuk kerja accountant pun bila dia kerja dia kenalah, maksudnya need to be done. Benda ni kena resolve. Sekarang kita resolve lah, but in the exam we understand timing 3 hours tu untuk you resolve semua critically detail tak cukup masa. Contohlah you miss out this thing, you lose 1 mark lah. You lose 1 mark or half marks. You masih ada 13 markah lagi. Okay? Bukan kita just nak ignore je ya. Just in the future kalau ada few things yang pelik tu, you hold dulu, you terus proceed. Buat you punya interpretation and move to the next information. Penting. Kalau tidak jadi you tak confident nanti nak buat. So right of use asset dah depreciation 5,000. So itu yang jadi 5, 5, 3, 5. Okay. So maksudnya nanti I expect you punya working dia sebab I tak buat ni tadi. Broke down 0. I ingat broke down ada something. And then lease liability 520. Okay. Ni 20. So depreciation 5. So itu yang balance dia 55 kan? Itu dia punya working. Yes, I miss out this one. Dia bukan daripada awal, dia within the accounting period. So dekat belakang dia buat working macam ni juga. Kan? Atau sometimes dia skip. Tolak? Tolak 20, tolak 550. 550. Tapi dekat operating activity tolak juga. Kat sini yang tolak. Lease liability? Bukan operating activity tolak. Dia jadi 515. Salah lah tu. Mana boleh. Dekat ni right of use asset 535. Salah lah tu. Tak logik tau sebab okey. Tak logik lah. Yang ni berapa? 446 tambah 69? Hah? 5? 515. So dia ada bayar tak? Lease liability, dia ada cerita dia bayar tak? Lease obligation relates solely on the right of use asset. 3 above. Interest paid in respect of lease obligation has been correctly adjusted for. Maksudnya interest dia adjust berapa? Dekat solution 5,000 ke? Interest paid dekat 5,000 ke berapa? 15,000. Interest paid 5,000 ke 15,000? Itulah. Kalau interest paid 5,000, maksudnya brought down 0, carry down 5 ROU asset 520. Kan? Lepas tu interest paid 5. Tu balance 515. Tahu tak kenapa saya kata tadi lease liability 20 tambah dengan direct expenses tu, dia tambah bukan tolak. Dia mesti tambah 20. Tak logik lah. Ni nampak tak? Sebab tu lease liability jadi 15. 5,000 dia punya. Ni. So dia bukanlah the whole 540 tu adalah lease liability. So part of it sebenarnya direct expenses dah bayar. Kita work based on the principle yang kita dah belajar. Debit ROU asset betul 540, credit lease liability 520 betul proven sebab 520 minus 5 sebab tu dia jadi 515. Betul ni 515 ya? Alright. So done for this one. Okay, and then depreciation ada 5,000. No, bagi tak perlu pun buat tolak 20. Okey, kalau tolak 20, apa yang proven lagi kat situ? Ada depreciation dia ataupun ada principal amount ke? Bayar. Yang tolak 20 tu sebab dia nak cari payment of lease. 20,000 lah payment tu kan? Payment dia 5,000. Rasa kira tu ROU. Yang jawapan lease liability kat sini. Oh, now I understand. So dia masuk dalam lease liability punya working. Brought down 0 and then ROU 520 macam tu. Lepas tu direct cost 20. Ni. Tapi balance carry down 515 kan? 540. Sama je nak pusing-pusing kat situ juga. Apalah yang kita buat ni sama jugalah. Sebab yang ini okey, ingat present value of future lease payment. Lease liability tak sepatutnya masuk 20 sebab tu direct cost pay immediately. You nampak tak apa yang disturbing dekat kepala ni bila kita pegang principle tu betul-betul. Kan direct expenses takkan masuk dekat lease liability sebab dia kena present value of future lease payment. Siapa mana in that case the 20 ni incurred expenses directly relating to the arrangement of the lease. You faham masuk kat sini tak? Tapi clear cut tu 20,000 tu memang ada cash outflow. Tapi cash outflow tu dia letak dekat financing. Principal payment. Dia tolak principal, payment. Okey dah tu. Kita agree macam ni. Double entry lah. Dia kena macam ni tau. Present value of total total lease liability 540. Lepas tu ada initial payment ataupun initial deposit lah kita panggil. So 20,000. So ini dia punya, ini cash. Yang kurangkan principal payment. So present value of future lease payment F lease payment tinggal 520. Dan ini yang dengan 515 interest betul 5,000 ya. Repayment of cash tu dia, itu quote unquote dia punya interest juga. Sebab ini dia punya principal repayment of cash. Tapi dia letak kat operating ke? Dia letak kat operating kan? Ke dia letak kat financing? Financing itu memang principal. Cash flow effect dia sama. Ya, sebab dalam installment dia ada dia ada principal payment dengan dia ada interest payment. Ya. So tak apa dah tu. 5,000 dekat dalam financing. So lepas ni memang kita kena cari soalan cash flow yang lain yang ada leasing. Ya. Principally correct, cuma working je yang dia apa. Okay, kita wrap ya yang ini. Forget about, ini memang I confident this is the ROU asset. No doubt about this, sebab cuma bezanya from this, kita buat balik ya, broke down untuk lease liability adalah 540,000. Lepas tu dia dah bayar payment first 20,000. So disebabkan dia ada carry down balance on the principal sahaja, kita agree 515. So dia ada lagi repayment of principal another 5,000. Kita ikut yang ini dulu. ROU asset tak kacau betul. Tak salah pun yang itu. Yang ini lease liability. But interesting lah benda-benda macam ni. Siapa buat, siapa resolve the issue, try to resolve the issue. Ni lah. Sudah dua working ni clear. Flamingo company reported a profit of 912,345 in the year. So ni tak perlu ni lah. Ini dah letak dekat mana? Parisa? 912345. Sorry? Dekat RE betul. Itu je lah tempat dia. Okay. So tengok dekat classroom tadi. Save je lah ni ya. Boleh. Apa you request? Sampai lagi tak bawa extension. Yalah. Cukup kot 13%. Lagi satu baru charge. Yang ni yang tadi tu kita pilih yang lain. Wajah tadi Ni flamingo Amat sangat kelak. Kita tengok kat sini pun okey, tak masalah. Cuma itulah paging dia kan. Jadi PDF, dia jadi PDF. Tu yang okey. So tengok satu-satu from working, kawan you buat net cash flow from operating activities working one. So I expect student at this maksudnya this kind of information, dia akan roll back information from ni lah, net cash flow as per question yang tadi tu, and then working one dalam yang you buat working one tu dalam the pro forma terus. Ya. Itu yang I say examiner will expect that lah. But this one presentation from the BPP kan, buat macam ni, dia boleh masuk. Sebab dah memang itulah sebenarnya memang in the face of the statement of cash flow untuk detail ni. So tadi depreciation of PPE add back betul, gain on disposal cuma ingat walaupun ni dua-dua boleh but I always recommend you to do your working kat dalam cell terus. Sebab senang nak buat reference working, so on and so forth. Yang ini kurungan yang tak salah Siapa mungkin one or two things yang you rasa macam tak ada masa atau cepat you buat kurungan tu, you just go for it. Examiner akan jadi dia as part of the marks as well. Working. Cuma suka buat kat dalam ni lah. And right of use asset depreciation ni, right of use asset dia punya ni depreciation. Betul kan? Yang ni depreciation tadi. Okay, then we resolve this 191. Working 2 PPE brought forward dan cuma ada revaluation surplus dengan cash addition. Kenapa? Depreciation kat negatif. You buat T accounts. Ini akan jadi isu kalau you tak ada masalah in term of double entry, okey you nak buat T ke, you nak buat schedule ke. Cuma dari dulu I recommend student buat terus pro forma vertically, pro forma terus because of your reference working. But normally BPP and examiner dia buat working terus. Yang terus ke bawah lah. Dia tak ada debit credit. Dia tambah 528 tolak 226 depreciation tolak 282 tambah 200,000, so you dapat juga cash addition. Ya. Tak salah, cuma jangan confuse. Alright? Either one. Tapi kalau I terangkan, I will base on the schedule, pro forma, not based on the T account. I just want to make it consistent with BPP books and the examiner. Examiner lama dah tak buat T account, terlalu lama. Masa 2000 dulu, if I'm not mistaken. You dah lahir belum ya? Yang ini exam apa ni BPP buat accounts ke? Tak kan? Dia mesti buat schedule tu kan? Ni just be careful lah in terms of this one. I tahu you lagi comfortable kan? Cuma dia tambah tolak je, make sure you understand that one. I tak stick straight sangat lah yang ini. Cuma I recommend buat proforma, senang lah buat reference. PPE done, and then ada cash 299, terus masukkan cash. This one, and then this is the proceed. And then the expenses for right, kat sini pula expenses for right ROU asset. Adina. Bukan kat financing pula. Repayment yang 5,000. Oh. Oh ya. Kita kena salahkan seseorang. Adalah ya. Mungkin banyak sangat discussion. So at first yang mula-mula tu, yang 20,000 yang cakap direct expenses tu, itu ada. Itulah yang 20,000 yang dia bayar awal-awal. So dia memang debit ROU asset, credit cash. Inilah dia, credit cash. Cash outflow. Ya. Cuma sebab tu I pun dah lama dah. I rasa terlalu lama. And I stop tengok solution. Sebab I start dengan, I tak hold the principle yang ada dekat dalam kepala ni. Tengok solution, kita twist apa yang solution tu ada. Bukan kata salah. Kita nak consistent apa yang kita, ni lah kan, what will be in our mind dengan apa yang kita nak deliver. So bila kita start solution, bila ada soalan yang twist, kita start dengan that kind of solution, nanti jawapan dia jadi salah. Banyak kali jumpa juga. Sebab dia almost similar with previous information, dan ingat dia sama. Actually dia lain. Benda-benda macam tu. Ya. Lepas tu you perasan ke ada careless, salah kira, benda semua. I tak tengok dah. Dia dah jadi tak ni dah. Nanti tak konsisten. Dan with this one, PPE tak ada, dah okay dah. ROU asset working. Mana working ROU asset? ROU asset dia tak ada working kan? Sepatutnya yang inilah tadi. This one. Untuk cash 20,000. Sebab debit asset, credit cash. Dalam investing activity, sebab dia property, plant and equipment. Itu betulkan lah. Sebab I cakap tadi operating kan, salah lah. Ya. Dan resolve yang itu yang penting. Then we go to financing, so 600,000 clear, and repayment of lease liability. Yeah. But if I'm not mistaken, daripada dulu kalau misalnya different in lease liability balance, memang dia principal different sahaja. Dia tak ada interest different sebab interest will be included under interest paid yang atas. Dia akan hasilkan interest payable dengan principal payment. Ya. So bila ada different tu, dia terus kepada principal different. Okay. So anda tengok working untuk lease liability. Betul lah ni. Saya cakap tadi 540,000 tu dah tolak awal-awal sebab dia adalah present value of yang 540 total lease liability. Ini present value of future lease payment. So hanya only present value of future lease payment will be accounted. Okay. Dan ni I agree lah, macam dekat difference selalunya dekat lease account, difference dia memang untuk principal sahaja. Okay. I selalu confuse ni, tahu kenapa? Sebab accounting standard benarkan dua. Satu, yang macam kita buat lease account hari tu, just present interest all together with the principal payment. Itu yang kita buat dalam lease. Dan yang second, macam ni, asingkan principal and interest. So principal different part, lepas tu interest dia ada interest payable yang lain, asingkan. So the standard allow two. But bila kita buat lease liability, kita combine. Lepas tu bila kita buat cash flow, kita asingkan supaya mudah nak dapat cash. Cash flow tu memang principal sahaja. Ya. And I suppose that examiner tak adalah up to the extent yang tiba-tiba kali yang you pula dia nak buat combine. No, tak pernah lagi saya jumpa. Okay? So hopefully you can understand. Lama kan kalau kita nak discuss this one. Memang we need to spend our time macam ni lah in terms of to resolve the matters. Cuma siapa yang tak sempat buat tu yang paling risau lah. Ya? Dia mungkin kena jaga adik. Kan? Pun insyaAllah lagi sebulan lebih kena jaga baby balik. Abang ni dah 10 tahun dah. All over again kan. Lepas tu kalau you tak nampak I sangat tu, you faham lah ya. Tak adalah kerja-kerja lah. Mungkin you all pun ada juga kan. Kena jaga adik. And then last, tak boleh enjoy lagi last ada lagi. Explain whether the information statement cash flow, okay ini general. Tengok apa yang ada dekat sini. Statement of cash flow show the movement of money in and out of company. It is useful to measure strength, profitability and future outlook of the company. And this one, the statement of cash flow can help to determine whether company has enough liquidity. Okay, ini make sure that you buat yang you combine. Ya, kalau you buat dalam Excel, you combine. Okay, biasakan dengan test rich then please answer your sini. I belum lagi yang sebab dah lama ni kan, tinggal FR. Sebab I tengok hari tu the blank, I ingat nak pakai the blank workspace untuk FR. Lepas tu nampak dia terlalu banyak template, lepas tu ada satu je dia bukan spreadsheet, dia word processor. Macam mana nak pakai yang ni? Tak tahu salah tengok tempat ke? You dah tengok test rich? Seorang, I harapkan you ikut I punya movement. Tak ada seorang pun ikut. Dah tengok test rich? Oh, tak ada movement langsung sebelah sana. Tengok test rich, tengok final, tengok sample question dalam test rich. Itu dan you familiar dengan ni. Kita akan tengok waktu revision selalunya. But there is not much an issue sebab you younger generation will be easier for you to adapt. Tapi jangan masa exam lah baru nak fikir. Ni selalu kalau misalnya SBR clear setiap yang you tulis, so ada banyak tulis dekat word processor and then working dekat spreadsheet. Kan? And then you all ABCD untuk question 31, 32 je lah. So you need to ready. Sebab kalau misalnya spreadsheet, I tak nak you buat yang macam ni. Nampak macam ini satu point, ya, ini satu point, ini satu point. So maksudnya either you enter lah kan. Dia jadi satu column. And then the next point tu, you use space. You kena space. Cut, copy, autofill, clear. Insert row above. Ni macam ni. Like this. So examiner tahu, ini masuk I want relevant marks per paragraph tu. Ya, tadi I baca macam, I ingat first satu point, second satu point dia macam pendek. Kalau macam ni, statement cash flow show movement of money in and out of a company. It is useful to measure strength, profitability and future outlook of the company. Profitability tu tak termasuk sekali lah. Maksudnya to support the profitability of the company. Meaning that they not even have good performance in terms of profitability. They also have a healthy cash flow for that accounting period. Nah tu, dia punya point. Okay, the statement cash flow can help determine whether the company has enough liquidity or cash. This is important for going concern. Yeah, yang ini dua ni important for going concern. Sikit je tambah. Ini sorry. Nah ni you space balik. Ada. So daripada first tadi, you bila you tak breakdown, dia macam whole things will be at once. Sebenarnya, ni baru 2 markah yang atas. it specifically details the cash inflow of how the company generates money, cash outflow of how the company spend the money. It is helpful to determine liquidity of company. Dia dah show changes over time. Dia dah repeating point. Betul examiner akan hold this one. Dia dah bagus lah first tu. How generate money and cash outflow, how the company spend money. It is helpful to determine the actual, maksudnya actual movement of cash flow of the company and how they control the cash. Simple je. And iris yang first ni, kan kita measure cash outflow and what will be the cash outflow spending and cash inflow. So meaning that dia generate and apa dia indicate the cash control of the company. Cash management boleh juga. And bila you cakap helpful to determine the liquidity of company, ini dia macam repeating, has enough liquidity. Yeah. Wording tu. But for me, it's not that major lah. And show the changes over time and amount cash equivalent. Acceptable. Yeah, acceptable. Tapi ingat bila examiner baca dia laju tau. Yeah, dia takut repeating points. Yeah, but this one not so much lah. Next, this statement also determine the financial performance business and the probability of operation. Net income provided by operating activity higher than the profit for the year. Okay. So maksudnya cash movement untuk operation tu dia tinggi daripada profit for the year. So baguslah, maksudnya cash generate, dia bukannya generate cash from financing activities, dia more generate cash on operating activity. Last point pun acceptable. Yang ini 4 marks. Ingat dia ada 6 marks, tapi 4/6 is good enough. Saya cakap most of it will be less than half. Very few yang dapat more than half. During the mock I tak cakap final sebab final sepatutnya dah okey, kita dah pesan dah awal-awal. Waktu discussion ni dah pesan kat you awal-awal untuk you tak buat macam yang sama dengan mock exam lah bila final nanti. So, masa mock nanti boleh start lah. Question? Still have 7 minutes to go. Tapi wifi pregnant ni rahsia kan tau. You all je tahu. Ketua jabatan. Sebenarnya belajar simpan rahsia, baru start belajar simpan rahsia. Serius. Kalau dulu macam semua kawan-kawan dah tahu wifi macam mana. Tak bagi tu semua. Tapi ni apa kena bagi tahu you all ketua jabatan sebab bila takut ada apa-apa kan. Macam pagi tadi 5.40 pun dah keluar rumah dah pergi KL. Balik subuh kat sekolah anak dengan anak sekali tapi seronok juga lah. Macam tu. Dan in between lah, hopefully cantik arrangement tu untuk tak kacau you punya schedule. I takut lah doa kan, takut you ada apa ni, dugaan yang lain pula nanti. Mana semua tak ni? InsyaAllah itu doa arrangement tu cantik. So itu je. Yang I nak ingatkan you all nanti takut pula. So awal-awal tu memang kena ni lah kan. InsyaAllah at least cash flow habis console je will like a bulk of the coverage tu memang habis dah. Tinggal interpretation of financial statement. Itu ratio. Which is very related dengan apa yang kita dah yang belajar. Okay. So jangan buka lecture satu lagi. Semua tak expecting pula lah madam. Saya tak tahu. Macam besar sangat je kan. Benda biasa je. Amanah. Ya, Umar? Okay. Sikit lah. Selalu seminit 2 je untuk personal. Lain semua untuk FR. Okay. Lain semua biar syllabus. I dah stop dah lama dulu dah untuk SCCA mana boleh banyak berburak sangat. Tidak tak habis syllabus. So at least kita meet the objective today untuk resolve one question. So Dixon, I'm not going to go through Dixon, but please itulah my weakness kan, macam contoh yang belum sempat hantar tu, yang ni ada 9 tak hantar nak tengok nama dia depan you all pun I tak sanggup. Macam itulah kan. I sekarang wish yang macam ada lecturer mock exam pun markah progress test pun masuklah dalam group. Saya tak kira cuma tak, bagus lah tu. Jangan selalu marah Tapi kita ada our own stand kan, style. Dia ada variation tu lah. So but please, yang 9 orang tu hantar. Dan I tengok juga, except for yang 99, 20-an, masih ada 20 kan kelas ni. So good enough for today I think. Yeah. Okay, question? Janganlah kesian kat 5.40 dah keluar. Jangan You nak ambil final ni jangan kesian kat nak tanya soalan tanya juga. You yang sit for final exam untuk pass. Ni kerja kita on macam biasa. Alright, so that's all for now. Assalamualaikum. See you tomorrow. Okay.